Hey, what's happening everybody? Poppy here. We just got a big drop. The December schedule just fell, I think, like an hour or two as I'm recording this, so we're just gonna get right on into it. And I know, normally I'd have a little bit of an intro here, but like, might as well just get right into it, right? Because there is so much. Get ready for December, because they're putting in a lot here. Kind of similar, a little bit similar to November, but there is an absolute lot. But hey, if you do like the video, consider subscribing down there and also dropping a follow over on the Twitch. Would super appreciate it. But let's get right into this, shall we? So as you can see, literally getting straight into it, December 1st, tomorrow as of this video being recorded, literally tomorrow, getting a brand new horse, Kawakami Princess. Now, I don't know much about these horses. I have tabs open because I am going to be looking into them more in depth, but effectively, to my understanding, I haven't taken a deep dive look, but I believe a more late surger oriented horse, so that, if you're looking to add an additional late surger on there, I think that this might be a horse for you, but I'll get more into it when we actually take a look. Right now, I'm just looking at the schedule itself, and that's December 1st through the 10th. Coming with the support cards here. Now, if there is one thing about this banner that is good, I might not know the horse, but these are rerun banners. This is Muteki. This card is really good for farming parents. It gives you a lot of really good abilities if you're farming a pace chaser parent, even more, because then every single skill can be used. But it comes with tail held high, ramp up. It's got a lot of great generic skills, and at max limit break, it gives 5 hints. If you get a single hint from this card at max limit break when you're training, it will instantly max it out. Stat stick wise, it isn't the best, but for hints, for farming parents, really, really good. The Saiyan Sky one is a stamina card, not really too much. If you didn't get it, I think it was one of the base cards that came with the game, so I might be wrong on that. It might have been one of the first couple banners. But effectively, for me personally, I've never used the card. I have a couple copies of it. I don't really find too much use. There is some use for front running, don't get me wrong. Front running for longer distances, this card probably holds a little bit more weight. But let's, talking about what's coming up, Libra Cup, front runners are not going to be particularly good. So this card, again, is probably not going to be that particularly great. It does have some good skills on it that are great for pickup, but honestly, this one, to me, is not super priority. This one is for parents, and it is good for parents, maybe even an ace. Ultimately, though, this is probably a skip for me. Like, I wouldn't skip. This is a card that I would borrow. Like, you're probably not slotting Muteki into your deck, typically. It would be nice to have her so that you don't have to borrow it if you're farming parents, but ultimately, I'd probably just borrow this card if you can find someone who has it. Same with the Saiyan Sky, but you're probably never going to find that. You're probably never going to find yourself borrowing this card. So next in the upcoming thing, we have Legends Races. Saiyan Sky, for people who are trying to get her maybe to 4-star, maybe 5 if you managed to pull a whole bunch of her when her banner came out. Matekani Fuku Kitaru, which is always good if you don't have her 3-star yet. Great time to get her 3-star. If you already have her 3-star, get her a little bit closer to 4-star. And then Biwa Hayahide, same with Saiyan. If you got her in the banner, maybe you got a couple extra star pieces, get her to 4 or 5, but ultimately kind of good if you're trying to go for these. These are typically just kind of fun events. I think you get a little bit of money and carrots on the very first win, but ultimately just kind of a fun thing. Look forward to that. If you like running these horses, then this is the event for you. If not, it's always good to just collect them because there's no reason to not get the star bits. Then we get to what I think a lot of people are really excited for. Kawakami Princess is like, it's alright. But Manhattan Cafe is the horse that I think in more recent time that people are really looking out for. So Manhattan Cafe, late surger, end closer, is more late surger, but her unique, which I'm gonna get into when I actually make a video on Manhattan Cafe, her unique is much, or I would say a little bit more fit for end closing than late surger, but with the amount of accelerations in the game that benefit late surgers, as well as end closers, but a lot more that are specifically for late surgers, I would say that for her unique, end close is a little stronger, but do not sleep on the late surging Manhattan Cafe. because I think that there's a lot of things that support late surgers. It's just they're unfortunately real gambly. Really cool, plus her design is really neat. I'm a big Manhattan Cafe fan. I'm gonna try to pull for her if I have the extra carrots, because I'm still saving up for the banner that we're gonna be talking about soon. Getting into the support banner though, we have Nakayama Festa SSR card, and I believe Sirius Symboli. I don't know anything about these cards. I am not going to talk on them, but when I talk about the horses in my videos, I typically talk about the support cards as well. So we'll get a little bit more into this. These are new cards, which is why I don't have much to say like I did for Muteki and Saiyan. These are brand new cards. I don't know much about them, but a new SSR is always welcomed. So I guess take a look forward to that. Maybe it'll end up being really good, but we'll take a look at that a little later. Libra Cup. Libra Cup is coming. This is the thing people are prepping for now. December 8th. Same exact day as Manhattan Cafe. I am a little sad about this. Okay. They dropped a message that Libra Cup was gonna drop later or mid-December. December 8th is early December, so that's not mid-December. I thought we were gonna get one CM this month. Maybe this is just me, and there might be people who don't talk negatively about it, but I'm someone who is not, you know, I'm gonna be one of the ones to say it. I actually wish that there was only one a month, because it is getting, for people, this would be my suggestion. For people like me who are starting to feel a little suffocated by how many CMs we get per month, you can potentially just skip it. I'm gonna run it because I like doing CMs, but even me, like, I'm starting to feel like I wish we'd get a month where there's just a single CM again, because this is a lot. However, still, Kyoto Turf, 3,000 meters, long, right, outer, fall, firm, sunny. You know, if you know those keywords, you know exactly what greens are going to be worth it for you there. 3,000 meters, you're looking at least 1,000 stamina minimum, along with what I would say is effectively 2 gold recovery skills. And, you know, guts at a minimum 400, but maybe even try to get it a little higher than that, 450. I haven't done a video breakdown on this. I might before it happens. If not, I will definitely probably make one on the other one coming up, Scorpio Cup. But that's kind of my general take on it. You know, always aim for a lot of speed, but, you know, you might need to sacrifice things like power and wit to get the speed and guts and stamina up. But yeah, look forward to that. That's coming real soon in like 8 or 9 days. So, and it drops on the same time. I'm a little sad because I would have liked to train a Manhattan Cafe if I do manage to get her, but it is what it is. If you do manage to get her, you're gonna have to pull her and train her on the same day if you're trying to get her here for round 1. If not, you're gonna have to train her for round 2. But that's all I really have to say about Libra Cup. If you are feeling suffocated, I personally would maybe just take whatever you ran in Gemini and throw it in here. New trainees and supports, this is New Year. Oh, my bad. It's just festival, sorry. Just festival. I thought it was like New Year's, but yeah, it's typically just festival. I'm assuming it's related to the orchestra in late autumn festival thing that's going on here, which will be a story event. So these two things will be going off around the same exact time, which means these horses will give points towards this story event, and as well as these cards here. Again, these are brand new cards, don't really know anything, but it looks like we're getting Festival, Current-chan, and Festival... I can't really see it because it's so bit-rated. Am I crazy? Oh, it's Narita Bryan. Interesting. Festival Narita Bryan, which I assume means that this Yukino Bijin, yeah, is going to be the free SSR that's a part of this. So probably we'll have to make a video on that, or at least talk about it in one of my other videos. But look forward to that. So new cards coming in there. Tosin Jordan finally coming out. We actually just got an SR card of her not too long ago, but we're finally getting her as a horse. Probably take a look at her. I don't even have her up here because she's real late into December, December 18th to the 29th. But, okay. For people who like this horse, if this is your Oshi horse, I'm very happy for you. But we're going to completely bypass that to go over here. Kitasan Black Rerun. December 18th. I am a little sad to see that it is going to be happening after Libra, but we deal with what we got, the cards where they are. This is, so if you've been saving up, if you are saving up for Kitasan, it is the 18th. Mark your calendars. This is the day to be spending it. If you watched my last video that I made, which was actually quite a bit ago, apologies about that, I've been real busy. But if you watched my last video, I was preaching to not use the SSR crystal and voucher because you might be able to max limit break this on the 18th and then use your crystal and voucher for cards you either don't have or for other SRs that are also closer, or sorry, SSRs that are closer to being limit broken. This is when you're going to be doing this. So get ready, unless you're not pulling on this because you already max limit broke it. But if you're like me who has a single copy, I am saving like every carrot I possibly can. I do want to pull on Manhattan Cafe, but only if I have the extra carrots for it. Otherwise, unfortunately, I might actually end up skipping her, as sad as that is, so that I can pull on this. This is going to be crazy. There's also this El Condor Passive Power card, which I actually just got a copy of the other day randomly. This one is not bad. It's probably more viable in Unity Cup than it ever was in URA, although to my knowledge, I actually did see some people run it, so I think it did have a place in URA. But not a bad card. This is not typically a bad power card. Probably one of the better power cards. But obviously Kitasan is the queen of this banner, and this is what everybody is going to be looking forward to. December 22nd, we have Legends Races, Asian Flash, Air Groove, and Agnes Digital. Much like I said in the other ones, if you love running these horses, obviously these events are going to be boons for you. And if you don't, well then, hey, you still get rewards for doing it. You still get star bits for doing it. So it's always good to level up the horses. So never try to miss these if you can. After Legends Races, I don't know what this is. Fuji Kiseki Showtime event. If you know me, this is my favorite horse. As much as I'm excited for the Kitasan, well, the Kitasan Black, I'm not gonna lie, that is probably my most hype, but on the same exact par is this. I don't know what this is. I don't want to know what this is because I am very excited to find out this for myself. I hope that this is something really cool. I don't know what it is, but I'm really excited. My favorite horse getting her own event. But yeah, super excited for this. Down here, we have new trainee. This is, I believe, Mejuro Dober. And we're going to be getting a Agnes Digital, oh no, sorry, not Agnes Digital, Daitako Helios SSR card that I don't know anything about. And then we're going to be getting a SR Vodka card, maybe, yeah, SR Vodka. I don't know either of these cards. I've actually seen this one before, the Vodka. I don't know if it's good, but I've seen it before, just in passing, so it might have some value. Gonna look at it more when we get actually closer to that. That's December 28th. All the way to January 7th, which, if, by the way, we're getting close to the end, we're about to talk about this, but if you're also a Christmas Oguri fan, if this is coming out here in December, then Christmas Oguri is probably going to be coming out in January, so get ready for that. That's probably going to drop in the January schedule. So in 2026. But before we jump that far ahead, the second meeting, we have Scorpio Cup. We have Tokyo Turf, 2,000 meters, medium, left, fall, raining. So rainy conditions. And it is going to be soft. So for actually, again, one of the few ones that is not firm and sunny or firm and cloudy, we actually have a soft condition. It's going to be raining. So, yeah, prepare the green skills that you want to get with this, with what you can. But that is on December 28th, the very end of December, into January 7th. So that'll be bleeding over into the new year. So, yeah, guys, that is the upcoming December schedule. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you're excited. If you think maybe some of these, maybe there are people who share my opinion about the double CMs per month thing. I know we're on an accelerated schedule, but it can feel a little suffocated. But yeah, let me know what you're excited for in the comments about what we're getting, because there's a whole lot of stuff that I know I'm personally excited for, especially this. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. See you.